Involver now picking up the second gas at his natural. Not yet getting the Grooved Spine upgrade, the Hydralisk range upgrade yet. Sayer's parking his air fleet out here. He's going to hang back and wait for the +1 probably before pushing up against the Zerg player. We have a scouting drone moving out here. Oh, actually, I don't think that's a scouting drone. That's moving out to build a hatchery, as he does have a lot of extra money. Oh, this air army is going to get caught out of position here. He might lose a couple of Void Rays here to these Hydralisks. He needs to make it up to the high ground to avoid losing any Void Rays here. We do have Sayer trying to pick up his own third base here. This air army is slowly getting whittled down. His main army is now going to sandwich the Zerg army here. Zerg is going to lose his entire army to the combined forces of the Protoss player. A nice force field there preventing a good portion of the Zerg forces from participating in battle. And Involver is now very far behind in the food count. Now 30-some food behind our Protoss player. Protoss is now not yet getting his Colossus Den. He needs to get that Colossus Den up so that he can produce out of those two robotics facilities, but that may not even be necessary as he's moving in for the kill now. He is getting his army caught a little bit on the low ground, but he is going to be able to push in here now with the support of the Void Rays on the watching the high ground. If he can get the Zerg army in a bad position, he's going to be able to clean this up very easily here. Oh, he's actually getting his entire Void Ray force getting caught out of position here, and he's got his army trapped on the ramp as well. Good force fields there to prevent half of the Hydralisks from participating in battle, but he is going to have to back out here real soon because of the Roaches pouring in from the backside. More Void Rays being produced by our Protoss player, and now the Robotics Bay, or the Colossus Den, is on the way. See if I can find that here. Where's the Colossus Den? There it is. And we have more Void Rays finishing up here. Protoss is very high on the money. He needs to start spending that, getting some more unit producing structures here. We do have a second forge coming up, gonna get mass upgrades to combat the Zerg army in the late game. We also have Involver now getting his third hatchery up. He doesn't have any saturation here, but as soon as he gets that up, his money will shoot up. We do have the Colossus Den now finished, as well as a Twilight Council on the way. We have the Ground Armor level 1 on the way as well. The second forge also complete. Tons of cannons warping in on this Nexus to defend it. Zerg now getting his sizable Hydra and Roach army up once again. He is not vomiting larva or spreading the creep as well as he should, so his Hydras are going to be that much slower. Oh, and he's catching these Void Rays out of position here. His Hydras are going to be able to clean up these two Void Rays, but Zerg has taken heavy losses, and now with this double Colossus play, double Colossus production here, he's not going to be able to hold on too much longer if he doesn't get any Corruptors out on the field. I think he doesn't even have a Spire here, so he is quite a ways behind. He doesn't even have any upgrades for his ground army, so we'll see what he's able to do to combat the Protoss player here. No extra tech coming from our Zerg player. He's just sticking to this Roach Hydra mix, which is going to be really bad against these Colossus as soon as he realizes that these Colossus are out. And these Colossus with the +1 damage upgrade are going to be able to do a lot of damage, especially with the Hydralisk stuck in this position. Going to back the Colossus up and do a lot of damage while they try to focus them down. This Zerg army is going to have to run all the way back to his base. He might as well engage here. He's going to lose a lot of units just backing up here because of the Colossus. The Colossus does not have their range complete yet though, so he's not going to be able to take out as many units as he would like to have taken out. We do have more Roaches on the way, as well as the Spire now for the Zerg player. He's trying to hang on here. He's going to try to beat back this Protoss push here, but Protoss does have these two Colossus. One Colossus going down to focus fire, and these Roaches now pushing up the ramp. Getting stuck on the ramp is always a bad thing. the blink being used, and this Colossus is going to be taken out, but the majority of the Stalkers do survive to fight another day. Double Colossus still coming out here, as well as the second ground ground weapons upgrade for our Protoss player. So as soon as these Colossus come out, we might see another push. Zerg is feeling the hurt here with half his army in the red, as well as the Protoss mining happily at this expansion, which is far more saturated than his. So if we take a look at the income tab, I do expect the Protoss player to be a little bit ahead. Actually, no. It looks like Zerg is actually a little bit ahead here in terms of income. So we do see a battle coming up here. The Colossus frying away a couple of these roaches. Finally, Zerg does have some upgrades, but this army is not going to be able to take on the Protoss army because of the two Colossus trying to move forward and be able to do maximum damage, but the Blink Micro being used here on the Stalkers, and Involver is losing his entire army here. This might be the end of Involver because of that huge loss. He is trying to send his roaches back, and he is making 34 Zerglings. Not a good choice against this mass Protoss ball here, but that's all he can do. We do have Corruptors out now, but they are being melted away by the Stalkers. Some of the Zerglings getting caught out of position, and we also do have the roaches over here, some more Corruptors out. And these drones are actually transferring over to this dying expansion, and they're going to get roasted away by the Protoss army. Protoss is 5,000 minerals ahead on the minerals lost tab. And Zerg is desperately trying to pump out those marauders, not marauders, those corruptors, as well as his roaches and Zerglings trying to hold on in this game. Protoss is building up a death ball here. We do have a bunch of Colossus here now. We also have the ground armor level 2 almost complete, and he's gonna push up into the center and catch this hatchery. Nope, it gets canceled just in time, but Zerg is really far behind now. He's lost his third expansion and is against a huge Protoss ball. The Corruptors are working away on the Colossus, but they're not doing enough damage. The Colossus already working down the entire Zerg army here, so we're probably going to see a GG soon from our Zerg player because he's lost his entire army, and Protoss is still looking very strong, taking another base in the center in the meantime, and also researching the charge upgrade for his Zealots. More roaches coming out here, getting roasted away. GG calls Involver. So the University of Pittsburgh is able to take game 1 in round 7 of the Collegiate Star League, and I will bring to you game 2. AEgis signing off.